Hi, what's up, you guys? Hi. Fuck, dude, that was like a fake laugh, 1,000%. So, yeah, that's gonna happen. But, anyways, I hope you guys are doing well today. I hope you're living your best life. I hope that life has just been treating you well, as we go. But when we go through life, something else that we go through as well, along with all the great things that happen, is boredom. Boredom 101. People get bored so quickly, so easily on everything. I get bored of streaming. I love streaming. I love it. But if I do it too much, I get really fucking bored and I don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? Or if I do it when I don't want to, or whatever the case, or how that works. But yeah, their boredom happens all the time. I get bored. Say I'm watching my daughter, I'm watching Faye, and she is just playing and having a good old time, and she is fucking doing her thing. You know what I mean? The baby stuff gets really boring. It gets really boring really quickly. And but I mean, you know what I mean? You gotta stick through it. And I gotta entertain and be her mama, watch her, and all these things. And even that can get boring sometimes. But I'm doing that every day. So that's just something you gotta deal with as a parent. But I get it. It happens. So we're going to get started today. We're going to go through the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, all of these things, even a little bit of my experience. And you guys, the Twitch live chat is right down here. I don't know what the fuck Streaky's saying. He is having a good time. And look at Leopard Lady with that booty cheek shake. She is killing it. But yeah, so let's get started. Whoosh, and then I want like an intro. This is where like the intro is gonna go in, and then I start. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be fucking cool? I'm working on it. So, anyways, what is boredom? What are we talking about here? What's going on? What are we talking about here? The state of feeling disinterested in one's surroundings, or have nothing to do, feeling that life is dull. Any of those, it can be, from boredom. So yeah, but those are usually the top three that I hear about, most people. So yeah, the state of being disinterested in one's surroundings, having nothing to do, or feeling that life is dull. There's so much to unpack here, but just to start with one's surroundings, with maybe how you're living your life or what you have access to, and what, based off of what you don't have access to type deal. It's easy to get bored. It's easy to get bored doing the same shit every single day. It's easy to get bored fucking doing this or doing that. Okay, I do this, and then I go watch TV, and then I watch the baby, and then I do this, and then I gotta go to the store, and then you know what I mean? But it's like that every day for the most part. That would be fucking exhausting, boring as fuck. I mean, of course, having the same exact surroundings all of the time is extremely boring. Having nothing to do. This is an interesting one because everybody thinks that they have nothing to do. What fucking year is it? It's fucking 2023. There is so much shit to do. And you don't have to have technology. Even for a homeless person, there is crazy stuff happening all the time. Freaking there's always something to do. But if you in your mind see, or you're bored because you have nothing to do, it's because you don't want to do any of the things that are surrounding you. Do you get what I'm saying? There's a difference between that. You have stuff to do, you just don't want to do any of those things. There's a difference. People being so fucking ungrateful. They're saying that phrase. A lot of people say that phrase all the time. But the thing is, when you say something over and over and over and over and over again, it's ingrained in you. So you're gonna forget what the fuck you're saying and not realize you're saying, I have nothing to do. You have nothing to do, but you know deep down you have shit that you can do. You know what I mean? You have chores, you have things that can be cleaned, or, you know, you have maybe schoolwork for those of you in school. Whatever the case, there's always something to do. There's always something that needs to be done. And if you don't want to get up and do any of it, then that is not you. It's not that you don't have anything to do. That's your problem. Get the fuck up. Because if you stay there, if you put off everything you say that you want to do or need to get done or whatever, you're going to be bored all of the time. I've been there. Oh my gosh, I've been there, man. And it fucking sucks. And I'm so glad I'm out of it. I feel bad. I feel bad for people that are in it, you know, because I remember being in it. I remember being in it, and like anything that I'm saying right now, I don't know if it would have hit me if I got to see this video that I'm making right now for the past JD. But, you know, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. I wish somebody told me all of this. I wish somebody told me this earlier, you know. If I put a fire under my ass, or found a reason to put a fire under my ass earlier, I mean, you never know. So that's partly why this video is going out, because I know people struggle with these things and don't know what to do. So yeah. So another reason was feeling that life is dull. Maybe you like your surroundings. Maybe you like your job. You like your friends. You like your hobbies. You like everything on that spectrum. You have a lot of shit to do. You're always doing shit. Maybe you're doing this, you're doing that, and you know, everything's good in the hood over there. Everything's good over there. But you still feel dull. You still feel like you don't have a purpose because you haven't found it yet. It's not that you don't. You just have to find it. It's in there. It's in there. It's just a matter of you finding something you love that much. And once you find something you love that much, it'll all make sense. Everything makes sense. It really, really, really does. And life isn't dull anymore when you figure that out for yourself. Some people find it earlier on. Some people find it when they're 50. I've met people finding shit when they're 50. You know, like they find, you know, some people like to call it a calling or whatever the case may be. Whatever you want to call it, it's in there. That fire, that everything that you need, that fucking, you know what it is. It's in there. It's a matter of exploring it. And if you're not finding new surroundings, having stuff to do, always do stuff. Even if you don't want to do stuff. Always do stuff. And then your life isn't going to be so fucking dull. You're not going to feel so worthless. You're going to have purpose. And that brings a different light. You're going to look different. You're going to feel different. You're actually going to physically change appearance to people. I'm not joking. Once you find that, people will say things like, I don't know what it is, but you're like on fire, man. You're on fire. I'm like, wow, thank you so much. You know what I mean? Like, you find that meaning for you, whatever it means. But, you know. So, we just got done talking about, what are we talking about? We're talking about that fire. We're talking about, you know, people getting bored with their surroundings, having nothing to do, and, you know, telling themselves all the time that life is fucking dull. Well, who, JD? Who are we talking about? Between 30 and 90% of American adults experience boredom at some point in their daily lives. Extroverts tend to be particularly prone to boredom. The chronically bored are at a higher risk for drug addiction, alcoholism, and compulsive gambling. That's who we're talking about. There are 30 to 90%, bro. 30 to 90% of Americans experience this. And then as a result, they they become alcoholics, and they're addicted to coke, and they're like doing coke all the time because they're bored and they have nothing else to fucking do. They don't have a purpose. and they're gambling their fucking life away and ruining kids' lives. We can't even count on both hands. We can't count, period, how many people's lives have been ruined by gambling and addiction and alcoholism. I mean, like, the whole nine. It's crazy the level that could get to just because you don't want to do anything. The amount of pain you're causing society, the amount of pain you might be causing your children, the amount of pain you're causing your family, just because you don't have anything else to do. Because you don't have anything else to do? Are you fucking kidding me? It's ridiculous. Because you're in a mind state where you're not thinking clearly because you're bored. Now you're choosing boredom. Boredom. You think about doing something, well, now you haven't done anything in so long, you're definitely not going to want to do anything now. It's like it's working out. You start working out, you're going really strong, it's going hot and heavy, and you're fucking looking good, and then you give up. And then you fucking give up. What's going to happen? You could get chubby again. You're not going to be fit. You're not going to be toned. Okay? You're not going to be any of that shit because you look like shit and you don't want to, because you don't like your surroundings, you don't have anything to do, and you think life is dull and there's nothing worth fighting for. So get up, find that fire, go fight for that fire. If you want something to fight for, then fucking fight for it. You know what I mean? That's who we're talking about. We're talking about these people who 90% of Americans, bro. This is insane. And you know what it sounds like? You know what it seems like? It seems like the world needs a light. The world needs something to look at, something to be hopeful, something to have hope in. They need a pillar, maybe a person, maybe, I don't know. But we need something to have faith in, you know? And for some people, maybe that's God and religion and everything like that. But we need something tangible. We need something that we can look at with our own eyes and look at and see that hope and see that future that we've always dreamed about, you know? We need that. And that's fucking causing so much boredom. I mean people killing themselves. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's amazing the things that happen when you don't have a purpose or when you feel like you don't have a purpose. Just because you're not choosing to go find it doesn't mean it isn't there. So, we're going to get into the where. We're going to get into the wheres and everything now, you guys. Thank you guys for the chat being litty titty. I see you guys. I see you guys here. And I absolutely love you guys. You guys are awesome. So moving on, we're going to the where. Boredom can be caused by a number of factors, but the most common is being stuck in a repetitive or monotonous experience. We can notice this almost anywhere, from tasks. I can't say that fucking word so well. From tasks, whatever. From work and studying through the night, waiting for the line. What the fuck? At the line at the supermarket. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I get so bored waiting in the line at the supermarket. That's so boring. I forgot I wrote that. Boredom can be caused by a number of factors, but the most common is being stuck in a repetitive experience. That's where you find the most boredom, when you're doing the same thing every day. Don't be scared. I know it's scary. It's supposed to be scary. Life isn't easy. Life isn't made for everybody to get through it. It is tough. It is tough fucking stuff. And when you deal with a really, really bad case of boredom, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. Not only to yourself is that dangerous, but that is dangerous for everybody around you in your life, because you're producing energy that is not necessarily the best for the environment. If say you're fucking bored, say you're super fucking bored, and I'm bored and I have nothing to do, whatever the fuck you want to say, or you're lazy, or you don't want to do anything, whatever the fucking case may be. I've been there. Everybody's been there. We're all guilty. We're all humans. Jesus Christ, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. That's okay. But it's just when you get stuck in a repetitive thing going on, you start projecting your problems on other people. You start assuming things that you don't normally assume about people either, you start to become a person you don't want to see, you don't really like, you lose confidence. And this all stems from boredom. So, when do we get bored? Well, anywhere, anytime. Boredom can manifest when you're unable to focus your attention. This can be because you are consumed by multiple stressors in your surroundings. If you're stressed out about something else and your present situation is overstimulating, you may feel bored. You guys, when we have a lot going on in our lives, when we have a fuck ton of things going on in our lives, and there's so many things that are keeping our attention, even when I was streaming on here, I wasn't even thinking. I couldn't stop thinking because Jeremy is here, and Jeremy's not usually here, so that's new. And Jeremy's sick as well, and that makes me, I'm thinking about him being sick. I'm thinking about, he has to go into work either way. Like, I'm upset about his situation. And I know it's not my situation to be upset about, but that's my man, and I care about him, and that sucks. So, multiple stressors. Maybe I'm also thinking about Faye. I'm like making sure Faye gets to her grandma's house okay. Making sure she's having fun. Making sure, like, that they're okay and that they're feeding her the right things. You know what I mean? So my point is, when you have overly stimulated multiple stressors in your surroundings, your present situation is overstimulated. You will feel bored. You will feel bored. Do you get what I'm saying? Pretty sure you do. You guys are with me. I know. So I know we've talked about a lot, about boredom, about 90% of the fucking population being bored most of the time. When we're in such a crazy time. I mean, like 2023, you guys. Dude, I bet 1920 didn't expect this shit to get this far. Bro, we have so much to be grateful for. How much more? You guys want more shit? You guys want more shit? More bullshit in society? You guys, we already have enough bullshit in society. Don't be that bullshit. Do not be that bullshit in society. If you want to see more positivity, then be fucking positive. And if you're not, then I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to listen to you, bitch. I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to listen to that. If you want to see positivity, then be fucking positive. Don't be a goddamn hypocrite and fucking be a lazy fuck about, bitching at other people going into other people's streams saying really fucked up things because they're bored. People saying fucked up things to me because, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, no, it's done. We're over it. We should all be fucking over it. I mean, actually fucking over it. And if we really are over it, then that is what's going to keep us on the positive trajectory. Jesus Christ. Okay, so why? Why, JD? Why does this all fucking matter? Why does this all matter? Why are we talking so seriously about boredom and the causes and the symptoms of boredom? Depending on your level of boredom, your actions will do this. So it's a tough one depending on the scale. But being able to recognize where that scale is extremely important. So, why is this important? Why are we talking about it? Boredom can be caused by a number of factors, but the most common is being stuck in a repetitive experience. We can notice this anywhere, from tasks and work and study right Jesus fucking Christ. I already read it. Oh shit, wrong one. Sorry. Jesus. Boredom can manifest where you're focused, stressors. Yeah, no, I read it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we already know why. Why is this important? Because people need to do better. Why is it important to talk about boredom? Because some people need some help. And some people are so bored that they're depressed and don't want to live here, don't want to be here anymore, you know? Now, coming from a place of my experience, my personal experience of boredom, well, I experience boredom every single day. Every single day. I haven't had friends, like I don't have a lot of friends. I don't think I've ever had a lot of friends ever. You know what I mean? So my point is I'm used to people not wanting to talk to me. No! I'm used to people not wanting to talk to me for whatever reason. The reason doesn't matter, but I'm used to it. And what happens when people don't want to talk to you? You get bored. What's the one thing that I love to do? I love to talk. I love to talk. And, you know, I never feel like I'm heard. And I never feel like I'm listened to until I came on Twitch. But I've always been bored because I've always felt no one's fucking listening to me. No one gives a shit. No one gives two fucking flippity fucks about what I have to say, you know? And that's happened, and I'm not blaming. There's people just like that. There's people out there that just don't want to talk. They don't want to talk, and that's okay. And Jeremy happens to be one of them. Jeremy is a very quiet guy. Jeremy is a very simple man, and he is a quiet guy, and he does not like to talk all the time. So I've had to learn patience in that sense too, of just, you know, like embracing the boredom. Like I get so bored, like all the time, you guys. And I just choose to embrace it. So I've been watching American Idol. I keep myself busy. Sometimes I'll stream with you guys. I'll keep myself busy with Faye, of course. Faye, and then, you know, at the end of every night, I do Jeremy and I do spend time together, and we do have that time, you know, but I've been doing better with boredom. I've had a very crazy relationship with boredom, and it has given me up and downs. It's given me up and downs for sure. When I lost my family, or most of my family, I should say, my dad, my stepdad, my mom, and I was alone every day. I was alone for the first 2 weeks after everything happened. I didn't have a roommate. I didn't have any roommate yet. You guys have to think about, like, that moment. Those 2 weeks were the longest 2 weeks I've ever fucking experienced. My dad's dead. My stepdad's dead. My mom basically fucking dead, whatever the case may be. And I don't know anything. And I just got told that I'm supposed to, like, pay this, pay that, pay the light bill, pay this, you know, on this day. And I had to, like, you guys don't think I was fucking bored? I was so fucking bored. And then, but talking about just that boredom, just those 2 weeks, I didn't have anything. I didn't do anything. I felt nothing. And I mean, I didn't even know what it meant to feel bad. I feel bad for myself. Looking back on that, I feel bad for myself. And it makes me want to cry now. Because those 2 weeks, I just cried. I cried. And I was messaging people. And I was trying to talk to people. And trying to, like, you know, it's scary. It's a scary thing. I felt alone. I felt bored. I didn't want to be here anymore. I miss my dad. I miss him so much. And I still miss him so much. because that was all I had. And boredom just leads. And then I started drinking and I started smoking shortly after that. I didn't know what any of it was. I didn't know what alcohol was. I didn't know what weed was. I didn't even know what cocaine was. I didn't know any of that stuff. But I like, as life went on, based off of these experiences, based off of my experience with boredom, I am an alcoholic. I drink all the time. I did have a drug addiction. I wasn't gambling. I didn't know how to gamble. But if I knew how to gamble at that time, I probably would have gambled. But, sorry. My point is, boredom kills. Boredom kills. And it sucks. And it takes a strong person. It takes a strong man. It takes a strong woman to get through moments of boredom, because nothing's happening. Just choose to embrace it. Try your best to choose to embrace it. So in conclusion, we're talking about boredom, the state of not liking any of your surroundings, having nothing to do, and feeling that life is dull. 90% of Americans experience boredom in their daily lives. Boredom can be caused by a number of factors. The number one being the repetitive experiences. Repetitive experiences, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. So if you love living what you're living every day, that's great. I'm happy for you, but don't do it too long. I'll always add something. Always think about your next thing. You don't stop. You will. This is dangerous stuff here. Boredom can manifest while you're able to unfocus, or while you're unable to focus your attention. If you're not finding something to pay attention to, if you're not finding one thing to pay attention to, that's also, I'm speaking to you guys out there. I know all of my ADD, ADHD friends. I have a lot of them. I know a lot of you out there. And it is dangerous stuff. It is dangerous stuff. And why is this all important? Because boredom kills. Boredom kills. So choose. This is the moral of the story. Choose to embrace the boredom. Choose to embrace. Whether it be meditating. Instead of overthinking, just sit there. Just breathe. Just sit there. Just don't focus on anything else. Just focus on your breathing. And then, there's a lot of other things you can try. Some people get up and do something else. Maybe if you're having a hard time, get up and go clean. If you need to go get something done, just go get it done. No matter how much you don't want to do it, just do it. You're going to feel amazing. I promise. You're going to feel amazing after. After you're finished, it's the best feeling. And you know that you're on your way. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Talks with Rocks. And thank you to my live audience. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next time.